So meanwhile, Clinton aide Huma Abedin announcing her separation from her husband Anthony Weiner after his latest sexting scandal. Donald Trump seizing on that news, calling it another example of bad judgment, he says, by Hillary Clinton. He released a statement, and here's what it says. Hillary Clinton was careless and negligent in allowing Weiner to have such close proximity to highly classified information. Who knows what he learned and who he told. Abedin has worked closely with Hillary Clinton for nearly 20 years. Byron York, chief political correspondent for the Washington Examiner and a Fox News contributor. Byron, good morning. Good to have you with us today.
Good morning, Martha.
So your reaction to that story first.
Well, first of all, it's a huge headache for the Clinton campaign. Two of the three traditional broadcast network newscasts led with the story last night. The Clinton campaign would like to act as if it doesn't exist, but it does, and they can't ignore it. Trump's strategy here is to try to link the Abedin-Weiner split to Hillary Clinton's mishandling of classified information. I mean, we already know from the director of the FBI that Hillary Clinton handled classified information in a careless and casual and negligent way. We also know that Huma Abedin, one of her closest aides, was one of the few people who was in on that secret Hillary Clinton email system in which classified information was handled carelessly. So what Trump is trying to say, without explicitly saying so, is that perhaps somehow Huma Abedin shared classified information with her husband, Anthony Weiner, who we all know is probably the most indiscreet man on the planet, and that therefore national security might have been compromised.
Yeah. I mean, this is the season, really, to sort of, at any opportunity like this, to create those potential links. And the way that you map it out, it's a reasonable question to be raised, given what we know about the way these emails were treated. So what the impact is and whether or not voters care about this part of the story, I guess we'll find out. But we're finding out what voters care about in some sense because we're seeing some of these new polls that have come out. Byron, let's put the Monmouth poll up on the screen. This lead, 13-point lead, is now been cut to 7% in between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. What do you take away from that?
Well, there's a couple of things. One, we have had a pretty steady stream of bad news for Hillary Clinton in the last week, disclosures about the Clinton Foundation and about emails. And also, Donald Trump has had a lot of trouble on the issue of immigration. He's been somewhat confused in his public statements about that. But out on the stump, he's actually been making fewer mistakes, been actually much more disciplined in his speeches, and has shot himself in the foot a lot less. And so, go back to when Trump's polls were at their lowest and Hillary Clinton's lead was its biggest. Clinton was doing rather well, and Trump seemed to be setting off a controversy every single day with something indiscreet that he said on the stump. So I think it's a combination of troubles for Hillary Clinton and Trump actually performing a little better on the stump.
Fascinating to watch. Byron, thank you. See you next time.
Thank you, Martha.
Donald Trump is getting in on the Colin Kaepernick controversy, calling out the 49ers quarterback for his decision to stay seated during the national anthem. Kaepernick says he did it to protest racial inequalities. Well, Trump with some pretty strong words in response.
I think it's a terrible thing. And, he'll maybe he should find a country that works better for him. Let him try. It won't happen.
Well, a wounded warrior who lost his legs serving overseas also weighing in, telling Greta that Kaepernick's actions are a bit of a slap in the face.
It offends me, it really does, but that is free speech. But his comments equated patriotism or pride in this country or that anthem to supporting oppression. Listen, by no means is our country perfect, and by all means, let's address actual issues and work to solve them. But when you sit there and equate my pride in my country to a bigot in some other place or the ones that are in this country to the 300 million that aren't that way, I take issue with that.
And one player who previously said he would join Kaepernick in protesting the national anthem, Eagles rookie Mike Tavares, is now taking back his offer.